Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. You gotta go. Hold on. Real quick, I see that cigarette in your mouth right now. Hold on. Because we out here showing you that you are a special people in the God, but give me that in 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Because that cigarette, that thing kills you. I see all these little rappers out here, the rappers tell you that they're going to give you lung cancer, heart disease, and it's going to bring death unto you. But guess what? You got to put that out. You can't be doing that because you are a child of God. We are the real children of God, the sons of God. Very many lies by the white man these days. Read that real quick.
This is the book of John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Hey, what's going on, my brother? How you doing?
You want to learn more about retention?
You want to learn more about? All right, so look, check this out. Right now we're going over what the truth is according to the Bible. You know what the truth is? Do you know? Give me that. Give me the truth. Because what we gotta learn the true ways according to the Bible. Because guess what? Our people have been indoctrinated and taught by the people that raped, robbed, killed, and murdered our people. So you think those people are going to teach us the truth? You think they're going to give us the true meaning of the Bible, the true understanding of what these scriptures are talking about? You think they're going to show us who the real men of the Bible was? No, they are not. They're going to lie to you. Watch this. Give me that, John. Read that song real quick.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So it says, thy righteousness, the law is the truth. The law is the truth that's going to set our people free. The law, statutes, and commandments. Because guess what? On this line, I showed you the slavery, the captivity, the oppression that our people have gone through. But why? Why did those things happen? For us breaking God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the truth. That's what the whole purpose of the black man on the earth is. It's to keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments. My brother, what's going on? Right here with the STL hat on. What's your name? Melvin. Hey, brother with the dreads. What's your name?
Pablo, man.
Pablo. All right, so Melvin, check this out. I was just showing the brother what the truth is according to the Bible. Because in John 8:32 it says, you shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. And the truth, according to the Bible, is what? Read it again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So as God says, his laws is the truth. So the laws is what's going to make us free. Because guess what? All these bad things that happen to our people happen for disobedience to God's laws, statutes, and commandments. That's the reason these bad things happen. It happened to the children of Israel. It didn't happen to everybody else. So let me ask you real quick. What's your nationality? You couldn't tell me. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3 real quick. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3. Because guess what? That's a curse. Because if I ask the white man what his nationality was, he's going to tell me he's a Spaniard. He's going to tell me he's Caucasian, Russian. He got plenty land masses that he can claim that's his. He knows where he comes from. The same with the Chinaman and the Japanese man, all the other nations. But our people, we don't know who we are. Why is that? Because they continue to change our name. They keep on trying, they confuse us. They give us African American, colored people, Negro, nigger, all these different names, but everybody else not like that. They got the same name from beginning to end. But us, they try to keep us from not knowing who we are. It's a plot against us because they know how special we are. That we're the real people of God, all right? Check this out, read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So now this is a dumb animal that you are much smarter than, but it says the ox, it knows its owner, all right? Read.
And the ass, his master's crib.
And the ass is a donkey. It says it knows where its master's crib is. So these two dumb animals, they know their owner. And they know where they come from. But, read on.
But Israel doeth not know. My people do it not consider.
So it says Israel doesn't know. And my people don't consider. So the dumb animal knows where he comes from. He knows who his master is. But the Israelites, the people of God, they don't even know. And they don't even consider who they are. They don't care. They don't give a damn. And they've been taught lies. So guess what? We out here to show you that we are the children of Israel. Because you see the sign right here. It says the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, I asked you what your father was, and you said you don't really know. But would you say he was an American, black, African American? That's if your father is an African American, that means you come from the tribe of Judah. Because if you look at these signs right here, on the left side, these are the names you're going to find in the Bible. These are the names that God called his people. But through slavery, oppression, and colonization, we inherited these names: American blacks, West Indies, Haitians, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, Mexicans. Those are the names that we got in slavery, all right? But we are the 12 tribes of Israel, the chosen people of God. What you got? So, we read Isaiah 1 and 3, but I want to show you something about the tribe of Judah real quick, all right? I want to show you something about the tribe of Judah. Give me that in Jeremiah real quick. Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2, because guess what? A lot of our people, they don't understand that we are the people of this Bible. Because for so long, we've been taught all these images right here. You see that white man, you see white Jesus, you see white Moses, you see white angels, you see white everything. But contrary to popular belief, guess what? The people of the Bible is black. The tribe of Judah, we're going to show you, is a black people. All right, watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 14 and verse 2. Judah mourned, and the gates thereof languished.
So it says Judah, the tribe of Judah mourneth. Why? Because they are going through oppression. Mourning is a state of you being depressed, you being down, you crying and being lowly of spirit. Why is the tribe of Judah in mourning? Because there's murder in the tribe of Judah. You got gang violence, you got drugs, you got all these bad things going on in the midst of our people. The neighborhoods where we live, guess what? Is it good? Is it good going on in our neighborhoods? Are we living a good life? But we got everything is all good? No, it's trash. You don't want to be where our people are from. It's nothing but violence and oppression. We get gunned down by the white man, whether it's the neighbors or whether it's the cops. They are gunning us down. They hate us. The Ku Klux Klan hunting our people down, hanging them by the neck, hanging them from trees. That's still going on today. That's why we are in a state of mourning. And it said the gates thereof language. The gates is talking about our leaders. All the leaders that we did have that stood up for black people, they killed them. But the leaders that we have today don't give a damn about us. They don't teach us nothing. All those church pastors and stuff, they don't teach our people the truth about the Bible. All the things that we bring out to you today, you have never heard that in the churches. They teach you about white Jesus. They teach you about not keeping God's laws, statutes, and commandments. But I just told you that the reason bad things happen to us is for our disobedience. So they don't teach us the proper thing. But watch this. What does it say about the tribe of Judah? Read on.
Judah mourned, and the gates thereof languished. They are black unto the ground.
The tribe of Judah is what?
They are black unto the ground.
You heard what he said about the tribe of Judah? What did he say about the tribe of Judah? They are black unto the ground. Now you see this dirt right here. It's brown. That's why I said he went black unto the ground, because the deeper you go into that dirt, guess what? The darker it's going to get. So the tribe of Judah is a black tribe. The same tribe that you came from, and guess what? Jesus Christ himself also came from that tribe. Give me that in Hebrews real quick. Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 14. You got to go. Hold on, real quick. I see that cigarette in your mouth right now. Hold on. Because we out here showing you that you are a special people in God, but give me that in 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Because that cigarette, that thing kills you. I see all these little rappers out here, the rappers tell you that they're going to give you lung cancer, heart disease, and it's going to bring death unto you. But guess what? You got to put that out. You can't be doing that, because you are a child of God. We are the real children of God, the sons of God, and we cannot be smoking cigarettes. I read this.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3 and verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God?
So God says ye are the temple of God. You are God's possession. He wants to dwell inside of your body. But read.
And that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
So the Spirit of God dwells inside of you, all right? Read.
If any man defile the temple of God.
How do you defile the temple of God? With those cigarettes. That's one way you would defile your temple, your body. Because it brings death, cancer, and many different plagues and pestilences unto your body, all right? Read. What would God do to the man that defiles his body? Read.
If any man defile the temple of God, him shall God destroy.
You hear what God said? It said, him shall God destroy. Well, so what you going to do with that cigarette? You going to keep on smoking that cigarette, or you going to put the cigarette out? Put the cigarette down, brother. You don't need that. You know it's gonna hurt you and bring death to your body. So you should put it out. Right. This is what love is. We're showing you the right thing to do. We ain't gonna comfort you and tell you to keep on smoking a cigarette because it make you feel good. We're gonna tell you to be a man, put the cigarette out, and just deal with it. We can't do that no more. We gotta let that lifestyle go. And it starts today. God brought the prophets out here to tell you that, to stop smoking cigarettes, because that's one way you come closer to God, by keeping his commandments, by doing the things that are pleasing unto him. You shouldn't be trying to defile the temple of God, because he said he will destroy that temple. How? With the cancer and the diseases that come from smoking cigarettes. All right, so what you gonna do, my brother? What you gonna do? I can't shake your hand until you put the cigarette out. Nah, bro. Put the cigarette down. Now, I gotta put you on blast. Give me Leviticus 19 and 17 real quick. Watch this. Why am I putting you on blast? Why am I bringing this up? Watch this. I'm gonna show you. Watch this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Why am I putting you on blast? Because the scripture says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. If I didn't say anything, that would be hatred. I'm going to show you how. Watch.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
That means correct your neighbor. So the opposite of hating your brother is rebuking and correcting your neighbor. All right? Read.
And not suffer sin upon him.
Sin is going against God's laws, statutes, and commandments. So I'm helping you and showing love unto you by telling you to put the cigarette out. Because anything else would be hate. That's what the people around you should say the same thing, but they're not telling you the same thing. Because guess what? They're not real friends. They hate you according to the Bible. Because those that love you and love God, guess what? They keep the commandments, inspire their people also to keep the commandments. So you got to put the cigarette out. Because or else, guess what? All these bad things going to keep on happening to your people. Because you, Melvin, right? Melvin, that's your name, right? Because Melvin don't want to put the cigarette down. Melvin's selfish. Melvin got to put the cigarette down and just got to, hey, look, I gotta turn a new leaf. I gotta get myself right. Because with God, he commands change. We cannot stay in the same state that we are in. Because like I said, we've been living lives full of sin. But guess what? In order to come closer to God, in order to make it to the kingdom of heaven, guess what? You gotta keep the commandments. That's the only way. And that's what we are here to tell you right now. That you're the children of Israel. Yeah, that all sounds good. Jesus Christ is black, the tribe of Judah is black. Yeah, that's all good. But guess what? All Israel ain't gonna make it to the kingdom of heaven. Because all Israel ain't gonna want to keep the commandments. Give me that Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. All right, Melvin. Look, you got to put the cigarettes down, my brother. Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. I'm going to show you something. Read this.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21 and verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars.
So these are all the people that God had said, but
can you hear me? Mike, check, Mike, check. Read that again.
Revelation chapter 21 and verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and murderers and
so all these people that God is naming are going to inherit something. It said the fearful, the unbelieving, those that don't want to keep God's commandments, the abominable, the things that are disgusting in the eyes of God, like smoking cigarettes, like doing drugs and all these evil things. Guess what? Those people have a judgment coming unto them. Read on.
But the fearful and unbelieving and abominable and murderers and whoremongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire.
Hey, my brother, right here with the backpack on. Let me talk to you for a few minutes. Come here real quick. Read it.
Verse 8. And all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
So like I said, this is the judgment coming to all those that do not want to obey God's commandments. If you don't obey God, guess what? The lake of fire is destined for you. So my sister, you want to learn about the Sabbath. We're going to show you about the Sabbath. What's going on, my sister? What's your name? Dorisha? Dorisha. Okay. Dorisha, we're going to teach you about the Sabbath. So what do you know about the Sabbath? You don't know anything about the Sabbath. Well, let me tell you something. Today is God's Sabbath day. So what have you learned about the Sabbath that you know contrary? Like, what did you know about the Sabbath just from your church background? Nothing? What about Sunday? Is Sunday like a special? Is that like a Sabbath day?
No,
Oh, so you're going to start going to church. All right, so you want to make sure you go to the right, correct church. You can't just go to any church because a lot of these churches, guess what? They teach lies. They don't teach you the truth according to the Bible. Right. So I'm going to show you something about the Sabbath that you've never known. Because I'm pretty sure you've been to church before, haven't you? And you don't know what the Sabbath day is? That's something that you're supposed to know. Give me that Malachi 2 and 7 real quick. Malachi 2 and 7, because I'm going to show you something. This is how you going this is going to help you pick the right church. All right, Malachi 2 and 7. Read that for me. The last book in the Old Testament.
The book of Malachi, chapter 2 and verse 7. And the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth. For he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts.
So you hear what it said about the priest? It said that he should have the law at his mouth. Read it again.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they shall seek the law at his mouth.
So we are supposed to be seeking the laws from the priest. That's what the priest is supposed to be teaching. So when you go to church and you're dealing with your pastors and stuff, guess what? They're supposed to be teaching you about the laws, statutes, and commandments. But guess what the churches do today? They tell you that the law is done away with. So give me that Exodus 20 and 8 real quick. Give me Exodus 20 and verse 8. But like I said, a lot of the churches today, they lie. They tell you that God's laws are done away with, that you can come as you are. They tell you that Jesus Christ is a white man. They tell you God is white. They tell you all these different lies about the Bible. But guess what? That is not true according to the Bible. So watch this. Exodus 20 and 8.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy.
So my sister Dorisha, you forgot the Sabbath day because it said remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Now to keep the Sabbath day holy, guess what? There are laws and regulations on how we're supposed to observe the Sabbath, all right? Watch this.
6 days shalt thou labor and do all thy work.
So on 6 days, the first 6 days of the week, you have to do all your labor, all right?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God.
So the 7th day. What's the 7th day of the week? The 7th day of the week is Saturday. All right, the 7th day of the week is Saturday, because if you look at a calendar, you have Sunday as the first day of the week. And then when you count 7 days, you're going to end up as Saturday. But all the churches, they teach you that the Sabbath day is Sunday. That's why they all go to church on Sunday. They observe that as the Sabbath, but that is not according to God. All right, so the 7th day is the day we keep the Sabbath, all right, which is Saturday, but it says 6 days you have to do all thy labor. So 6 days of the week, you do all your work. But on the 7th day, you keep the Sabbath, and what do you do?
But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So God has commanded that we cannot do any work upon the Sabbath day. All right, so that's one way you keep the Sabbath. On Saturday, there is no work to be done by the Israelites. All right, watch this.
In it thou shalt not do any work. Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter, thy manservant, nor thy maidservant, nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
So, on the Sabbath day, you cannot work on the Sabbath day. Also, nobody can be doing any type of service or work for you. All right? So when you go into the store and getting food and stuff, guess what? They're in the midst of service. They can't be doing all that stuff. All right? So watch this. Nehemiah 10 and 31. Hold on. You said you wanted to learn about the Sabbath day.
But I gotta go. I gotta take my stuff to my granddad.
All right. Watch this. Listen to this while you're walking away. Nehemiah 10, 31. Hey, one more commandment for you. Listen to this real quick. This is the last one. The last scripture real quick. Nehemiah 10, 31. Read.
This is the book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring wealth or any metals on the Sabbath day to sell, that we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath.
So Dorisha, it says no buying and no selling on the Sabbath day. So on Saturday, no buying, no selling, no working, no cooking as well, all right? And you're supposed to congregate. So, read that again.
And if the people of the land bring wealth or any metals on the Sabbath day to sell, then we will not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
Right. So on God's Sabbath days, there are ways that we must keep God's laws, statutes, and commandments.
Again, the Lord call it taking the kingdom. Want what's mine? Taking my time, turning and taking your freedom, risen from the ashes. After the lashes, call it a beautiful tragedy. We've been on the brink of insanity. It's the end of your days, our calamity. Adding in, grab a friend for the finale. Curtain call on a heathen. We want forever and a day. Why would the pastor lie and say it's your season? Drop a bomb on them, Hiroshima. Drop a bomb on them cause they need it. Scrub it down, planet need a cleaning. Vagabond gone like I'm dreaming.